Hi everyone, it's Jen. Thanks so much for joining me today. Today I'm coming on with some new projects for Scrap Diva Designs. I made these projects with some of the new dies that will be available in the June release. And that June release will be available for purchase on Thursday, June 5th. And that will be available at scrapdivadesigns.com. I've got my referral link in the description box if you want to place an order through that. When the time comes, I would really appreciate it. Don't forget to use my coupon code at checkout, which is strawberry cream. That'll save you 10%. So I did have a video showing you all of the different dies that are going to be available, and there are 18, so there's plenty to choose from, lots of different themes and ideas. So I wanted to go ahead and put together the 3D fairy tale gift box because it just looks like such a pretty project. I watched Erica's tutorial. She's got one up already, and it's very easy to put together and lots of possibilities. So that's going to be the main die that we focus on today, the main die set. And this is everything that it comes with. So all of these pieces, it makes a really nice big box. This is the side piece, and it makes like a octagon shaped box. So there are 2 sides on this die, so you would cut this out 4 times to get 8 sides. This is part of the roof, layering dies for the sides. This is the floor here, and this is the top of the roof, layering dies as well. And then this is the edge of the roof, and it's got this beautiful scallop trim on it too. And of course, layering dies. So I'm going to be showing you a project with that. And then I also use this in this project as well. This is the lace border bow. So it comes with 2 different size bows, and each piece has a layering die, which is wonderful. I love layered bows. And I did make both sizes. I only used one on the project, but I'll show you both of them. And then I used an older die set. This one's called the Banner Set 1. So I'll show you how I use that. But this one comes with lots of different sizes of different banners, layering pieces as well. I needed something to top the box, so I used that. And I'll show you more stuff as we go, but let me show you the box that I made. And I made mine into kind of like a little ballet studio, and I'll show you where the inspiration came from that in a second. But this is my box. So as you can see, it's beautiful and big. Beautiful, if I do say so myself, but I mean, that's the box's characteristics that make it so pretty. So you can use acetate on all the different sides if you want to make it perfectly clear. That's the way I did it. If you wanted to, you could fill these panels with something else. Maybe even alternate them with a pattern paper and acetate on some of them. You could put acetate just on the front, or don't put acetate at all. But I used some plain acetate on every other one, and then for the other one, I use this pretty printed acetate. I'm not sure if you could see it, but it's got those pretty flowers on there. And that is from Pretty Little Studio. And this is the new release from the Love is Kind collection. And there's a pack you could get with different acetate overlays, and I use that. My complaint is that there isn't enough of it. If there was, I would have used some for every side, but I only had enough, and especially because it's a directional print, I had to use it on every other panel. But I still think it looks really nice. And then for the construction of the box, I used some AC cardstock, and that is, I think it's 80 pounds. How could I not know that? But I think it is. So it makes it really nice and sturdy, and I used some blue brick paper. This came from a new paper pad from Michaels, that blue collection. And as you can see, it's got a brick pattern in it. So I thought that would be perfect for the layering pieces for the sides of the box. And then for the roof of the box, I used that same blue paper to construct it. And then I used a coordinating paper that matches the flowered acetate from Pretty Little Studio as well. And this is the paper pack that I used, Love is Kind. And you can see where I cut out the brand name, and I put that here because like I said, I wanted it to be a ballet studio, and I was looking for a sentiment, and I thought, well, it's a Pretty Little Studio. So I just cut that out with the banner die set from Erica and put that on the top. So I thought that was like a cute little idea. I added some diamond dots on the top as well. And here's that bow that I used, that new lace bow, and that's the larger one. Isn't that pretty? I used some white 65-pound paper for the background, and then I used some wrapping paper. Actually, this is a new one from Hobby Lobby. I use that for the layering pieces, and I'd like to use wrapping paper for bows because it bends so easily and doesn't crease. So that's why I did that, and I die cut out a gold heart for the center of the bow from that was an older die set, also from Scrap Diva Designs, but I just needed a quick little heart. And then I added these little butterfly charms. These were on clearance from Hobby Lobby quite a while ago from Paper Studio. And I just put them on some gold thread and stuck them behind the bow just to add a little, just a little whimsy to that. And then for the top of the box, there's more paper from Pretty Little Studio, and then I added a little acrylic knob. I had gotten these from Temu a while back, and they came in this pack of, just a whole bunch of them with stickers, and the stickers worked really well. So I would link it, but I'm sure you can't get them anymore. So I thought that was a nice way to top the box, and we'll open it in a second. I just wanted to show you everything. Isn't that scallop trim really pretty? And then I think I forgot to leave it out, but when you cut out this die from the die set, and this is the die, it leaves a really nice scalloped edge on your paper, so you could use that on something else, so that's a double use of that die. All right, so let's measure this, and then I will open it up. So it's nice and big, as you can see. Almost knocked over my bow. So from top to bottom, it is about 7 inches. I got a diamond dot stuck there. And then, let's see, I'll turn it over and measure the circumference so you can get an idea of how big it is. So this way it is, let's see, about almost 4 5/8, I would say. And then the longest part is, if you go diagonal, it is about 5 1/4. So nice big box. You can fit a lot of stuff in here. So you just pull the top off to open it up, and that's what the inside of the top looks like. You can see all those pieces that you just stick together, and then stick the trim on the bottom of that. It comes together really easily. I put one of the layering pieces on the inside of the box just to cover up those glue tabs. And then on the inside, this is really what the inspiration was, this cute little ballerina elephant I made, and I made it out of, well, let me get my spare. I have an extra one too. This kit from Hobby Lobby, it is in the needle craft section of the store, and I just sat outside with my daughter the other day and stitched this together, and it was really easy to make. If you have experience with embroidery like I do, it's just very, very simple. If you're new to embroidery, then this is definitely a great kit to have. It teaches you every stitch you need to know. It's super easy, and it comes with everything except for scissors, and you don't even need fabric glue. But a very cute, fun project, and I think it came out really adorable. So I put this together, and then I thought it just fits perfectly down in here, and it looks like she's in a little ballet studio, right? It even stands up by itself. I'll probably have to put something in it to hold it a little bit, maybe, I don't know, some removable glue tabs on the bottom. But yeah, see, she just fits so cute, and I thought that would be a nice way to gift this too. So that's why I did that. And then once I put that together, I also put together some swans to act as accents. And I used this die set from Erica. This is a new one too. This is the Swan shaker set. And it makes 2 different swans. They're the same size, but one is facing right and one is facing left. They come with crowns, eyelashes. You could do the eyes in different ways. There's the nose layering piece. And then the wings have these little heart cutouts too, which is really cute. So I did make both of mine into shakers. Whoopsie. Hang on one sec. Okay, let me show you the ones I made, and I made them in coordinating papers. Here's the one facing to the left. I used still, the Pretty Little Studio papers and also the Michaels papers. And I filled them up with some pretty pink shaker bits. I added gold foil paper for the crown and for the beak, or I guess it's a beak, right? And then for the eyes, I just added one of the little eyelash pieces. And I did cover up the back of the wing. It's clear, but you could, just fussy cut a little piece if you wanted to cover up the back, which I wanted to do so you could really see the hearts. And then here is the one that faces left, just the same. And let me measure these for you. So they'll be the same measurement, just, reversed. So let's see, I guess we'll do top to bottom. That makes most sense, right? That is about 3¼ inches, and then side to side, encompassing everything, it's maybe 3¼ 3½, something like that. So these I thought looked really cute, like just, you know, adorning the side of the box. And then the top is a little bit fiddly to get back on. I'm just going to rest it on top for now, but sometimes you just have to kind of, you know, push it into place. And then I went to show you the smaller bow that I made, and that's a little one, same way as I made the bigger one, but the smaller one is about 2¼ inches by 1 inch, and the larger bow is about 3 inches by, let me measure about 1¼ inches. So I just thought it looked really pretty on the side of the box, on the edge of the box, and I've seen some pretty examples from the other design team members already with this box, and about different ways to adorn it, which is just, you know, so inspirational. But hopefully you like my idea too. I don't usually go crazy with embellishments, but I like what I used. I just wanted, you know, just something nice and simple, but still pretty. So again, these will all these dies will be available next Thursday, the 5th. So make sure you, you know, get your list together, see what you want to pick up. These are just some ideas, and I'll be having more to come, of course. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you haven't. Thank you so much for coming back. Welcome if you're new. So glad you're here. And I will be back with more crafty videos soon. All right, everyone, take care. Bye.